Hello again. Today is Saturday, March the 6th, 2021, and it's about 9:40 a.m. my time. I wanted to do a video today about the goings on in Washington with the second stimulus bill that they're trying to get passed. I'm a little confused about it overall, but I get it in terms of the American people needing relief. We do need relief. Um, People are hurting out here. I was watching a little bit of the news this morning and caught some things. Apparently, they're in the midst in the Senate of this round robin voting. They call it a vote-a-rama, where senators propose and add and amend and take away certain pieces of legislation. For instance, they talked about, and I'll link the video here, uh, the news video that I recorded, talked about instead of, I think, $400 unemployment checks, it would go down to 300, forgive me, and instead of, I think, $1,400 stimulus package that they want to give the American people that need it, uh, it would be like 900 or $1,000 is what the Republicans are proposing. And of course, the Democrats, they've caught on to President Biden's comment about Neanderthal thinking. And so they're equating that now to the Republicans' Neanderthal thinking with what they're proposing, because it's all in the name of debt, supposedly. Debt and deficit, deficit and debt. The Democrats say, when Trump was in office, spending was out of control. Whatever Trump wanted, Republicans signed off on. McConnell in the Senate and McCarthy in the House. Whatever he wanted, they got done, no problem. But if it's something now that the Democrats want, now that they're in charge, quote unquote, more or less, by some pretty slim margins, uh, we can't have all this spending and this deficit and debt, and we've got to fix the budget and control the budget. And the Byrd rule, they keep talking about the Robert Byrd rule. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of that. It's basically saying that you have to, for every dollar you spend, you have to have a dollar of equal amount in terms of balancing the American budget overall, the government's budget overall. Robert Byrd, senator from West Virginia, longtime senator, Democrat senator from West Virginia. This supposed rule in his honor, uh, you know, it has to be balanced. And they're saying under the Byrd rule, under the Democrat rule, dollar for dollar, it must be balanced out. The budget must be balanced out. We have to have a budget. Government has to live on a budget. Like every other American household that lives on a budget, government needs to live on a budget. And in some respects, I can see the point. I see the man's point. You live on a budget, got a budget, so much money each month, outgo, in-go. You want to balance that out and live with that amount, no more and no less. But at the same time, you get back to the American people that are hurting, that are in need out here, that have no money, that have no jobs, that have no prospects, and that need stimulus. They need help. They got rent to pay, they got bills to pay, they got kids that need to go to school, etc., etc., etc. They need some help. And that's what this is about, at least what it's supposed to be about. not these supposed giveaways, which in some cases I can understand. Republicans, they want to talk about, well, this thing that you're proposing, it's not going to really go to the American people. Instead, it's going to go to the National Endowment for the Arts, the Kennedy Center. Uh, let's see, what else is it? Oh, the National Public Radio, uh, Planned Parenthood, all this good stuff. They want to say all of that money that you guys are proposing is not really going to the American people. It's going to your buddies and your friends and your liberal arts pals in New York and Washington and elsewhere. And it's not really going there. And in some respects, I can see the point there. But there again, it gets back to overall the American people that are hurting and in need of help. And I'm for it, to be honest with you. I'm for it. I am for the stimulus and the need that has to be met overall because people are hurting. They're genuinely hurting. Their constituents are hurting. Okay? So they need to do something. And what that something is this next round of stimulus. And I'm for it. It's needed. It needs to be done. Let's get it done. Let's get the monies out there to the people. Let's help the people. And let's move on. Stop all this whining and crying and petty bickering and carrying on. It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. This is about the American people, helping the American people. And that's really all I have to say about it. I hope you guys watch the video, share it, like it, comment on it, pro, con, whatever. I appreciate the support, appreciate you guys listening and tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.